Welcome to the All-in-One channel. I'm astrologer, author, and coach, Kelley Rosano. And this is Gemini, March 2012. Gemini, your ruling planet, Mercury the messenger, goes retrograde between March 12th and April 4th. This is really important because Mercury rules all communication. Mercury rules travel and technology. And when Mercury is retrograde, it's a time where we have unclear signals, missed messages, mixed messages. We find the devil is definitely in the details. We can have difficulties with all things related to trying to travel, trying to communicate with others, sending emails. It's a good time to back up our computer. Making sure that if we do sign a contract under Mercury retrograde, we read the fine print. It's very important to read the fine print because when Mercury's retrograde, we have a tendency to miss things. And we can think that something's there, or we've missed something that's there and we don't see it, and then come back later and go, oh my goodness, why didn't I see that was there? And I signed off on that. So really pay attention to what you're committing yourself to in March and April, especially during this time, the 12th through the 4th. I find the most craziest days are the day Mercury goes retrograde and the day he goes direct. That's when zaniness occurs, and it's like he just loves to play with us. He'll hide our car keys, he'll hide things, and you'll be like, I swear I put the keys right there. And you run around and he just stands back and laughs and thinks that's so funny. We just amuse the gods. And so he's the trickster of the gods. He's the messenger. And he's the only one that can travel all four planes. He's the only one that can travel all the worlds. The subconscious, the unconscious, the superconscious. And so it's a really big thing when he goes retrograde. Now, the show must go on. Business has to go on, so we have to conduct business. It's not a good time to get married because a marriage is a vow, it's a contract, and Mercury retrograde always means redo. And so if you want to take a job under it, that's fine. You can always get a promotion later or change the job. Marriage is a hard thing to change once you sign that contract, once you commit to that vow. So it's an ideal time. Mercury retrograde is an ideal time to rewrite things, rework things, revisit things, reinvent things, reconsider things, and research. Mercury retrograde is excellent for research work. And it is your ruling planet, so you will be rethinking things in March and first part of April. And you'll be rethinking, perhaps some of your friendships, perhaps some of your connections, perhaps some of your goals, because Mercury goes retrograde in the area of your life that has to do with your goals. It has to do with your friendships. It has to do with your hopes and your wishes, the money you receive from your business, the money you receive from where you work. Then it goes back into the 10th house, the area of your life that has to do with the work you do in the world, your reputation in the world, your profession in the world. So you are rethinking things now. You're rethinking how you can make more money, how you can get a better job, how you can increase your clients, how you can increase your business. You're really thinking about how you can increase your past achievements, how you can, get more out of what your work, what you do in the world. And this is good. This is the time to reevaluate things. This is the time to rework things. This is the time to look at things. Then we have the full moon in Virgo, and that happens in the foundation of the chart for you. It happens in the part of your life that has to do with your home. It has to do with how you nurture yourself, how you nurture others. It has to do with who you live with. And so you're looking at that. You're looking at where you're living. You're looking at, perhaps you may even be looking about moving. And so this is a good time to look at that. This is the time to reevaluate. It's not necessarily the time to take action. It's the time to evaluate, to think things over, to chew it over, the more we take our time with things, the more research work we do, the more preparation work we do, when it's time to take action, things just go so much easier. Things just fly forward when we do our homework, when we do our research work. And this is a great time to do homework. And you are brilliant and you're good at research, so plan things out, research things. If you're thinking about moving, think about where you want to move to. Think about where you want to relocate to. Think about where you want to make changes. So I really like this full moon on March 8th because it's very practical and it's very grounding. And we need practical energy in here because we've got Mars in reverse, Saturn in reverse, and now Mercury in reverse. And we're in the dreamy cycle time of Pisces. We're in the visionary time of Pisces. And so with this practical, pragmatic full moon on March 8th, it's helping to ground us. I can already feel Mercury making my mouth go retrograde. So, yow. Okay, now what's coming up for us is we have this incredible, fantastic grand Earth trine. And it goes exact on March 14th. And we're already feeling it coming into March. We're going to feel it all of March. We're going to feel it in April. And I believe we're going to be reaping the harvest of this grand Earth trine until we get to Libra. And it's a very personal grand Earth trine because Mars is involved and Venus is involved, and they are very personal planets like Mercury. And this is fantastic news for all of us because this grand Earth trine, harmonious energy, gifts from the gods, is coming in and seeding all of us in our lives, bringing us new opportunities, new relationships, new money, new abundance. And it's just fantastic because it's going to boost our resources and give us what we need to move forward in our lives. And abundance isn't just ability, abundance isn't just money. Abundance is the ability to do what we need to do and what we want to do. And abundance can be a new relationship. Abundance can be a great idea. Abundance can be synchronicity, being in the right place at the right time. And this is coming from behind the scenes with you. That doesn't mean it's not just as powerful. That doesn't mean that it's not bringing you opportunity. It just means you may not feel it instantly, or it may be funneled down into your personal life where you really feel a sense of home. You really feel a sense of personal strength. You really feel a sense of personal foundation where you feel grounded. You feel you have what you need. You have what you need to do in this world. The magic and the magnitude of this grand Earth trine will continue as the sun shifts into Aries on March 20th. And that's the beginning of spring in the northern hemisphere. Yay! Fall in the southern hemisphere. And then the sun shifts into fiery Aries. And the new moon in Aries happens on March 22nd. And that takes place in a very fun part of your chart. And that takes place in the 11th house, the house of hopes and wishes, the house of goals, the money you receive from your work, the money you receive from the company you may own. It has to do with networking. It has to do with sudden unexpected windfalls. It has to do with friends. It has to do with what you're wishing for, what you're hoping for. And it's really cool. It's really exciting. Now, this new moon is conjunct Uranus and square Pluto. Anytime a faster moving planet aspects the Pluto-Uranus square, it kicks it off and it kicks it into gear. And this new moon, Aries new moon, is activating it. Mercury activates it on March 17th. Mercury crosses Uranus, and this could give you sudden insights. Your thinking will definitely speed up. You'll definitely have mental speed going on. It can increase your intuition. It's great for originality. It's great for inventiveness. And it's really activating the part of your chart, the part of your life that has to do with what you're wishing for, what you're hoping for, what you want to see happen in your life. And it's also asking for you to, take a look at what other people believe, what other people want from you, what other people need from you, especially a partner or a spouse, what they're needing from you. You're going to be taking a look at that, and balancing out what you need, what they need. Compromising is good. Being aware that you may think things are this way, however, your partner may have other ideas. And so it's very important that you're really listening. With Mercury retrograde, we can think that we're on the same page, come to find out we're not, and it can blow up at the Uranus-Pluto activation with the new moon on the 22nd, and then the last week of March is going to be intense. I'll talk about that in a minute. But with the new moon, it's a very exciting new moon. It is happening in the part of your chart that does have to do with hopes and wishes, and you can really take a giant step forward into the future at this time. And I highly recommend taking, new initiatives when Mercury goes direct on the 4th, after the 4th. So the cosmic message is we are to take a giant step forward into our future. And for you, it has to do with believing in your dreams coming true, believing in your hopes and your wishes. And with the new moon in Aries, it's going to seed new beginnings, new ideas, new projects, new relationships. And we're going to harvest these new beginnings all the way into the fall, into the cycle of Libra. With the new moon in this part of your chart, it's asking for you to be bold and take a risk and say yes. Maybe it's a new job. Maybe it's a new work opportunity. Maybe it's a new business idea that you've been, thinking about for a long time. And now, 2012, this is the time for you to take that opportunity, because this grand Earth trine is going on, and it's seeding new beginnings for us. And it's going to give us the abundance and resources to do what we need to do. It's also, this new moon is also asking us to take a look at, where do we need to take a stand? Where do we need to set a boundary? Where do we need to upgrade our relationships? Where do we need to say no? And anybody that has planets in Aries, Libra, Capricorn, Cancer, from 0 to 10 degrees is being activated now, and all of 2012, by this Uranus-Pluto. Because every time a personal planet goes by and kicks it off, Uranus and Pluto get activated in everyone's chart. So if you have any planets 0 to 10 degrees, Aries, Libra, Cancer, Capricorn, you're going to be feeling this new moon the most, and it's powerful. We do have this incredible grand Earth trine going for us, and it's very personal because it has Venus involved, Mars involved, and like Mercury, they are our personal planets. And it's going to give us a lot of power. So believe in your dreams coming true, Gemini. Believe in your dreams coming true. Remember, we don't get what we want. We get what we believe. And the only thing that trumps beliefs is passion and desire. Our desire needs to be greater than our resistance. You know, the little monkey mind in there that says, shoulda, coulda, woulda, oh, I'm not good enough, blah, blah, blah. Our passion has to be greater than that. Our passion has to be greater than what holds us back. When our desire and our passion are greater than our resistance, we are deliberate creators. We deliberately create our dreams come true. Now, the Sun will conjunct Uranus on March 24th and square Pluto on March 29th. So the last week in March is going to be action-orientated. It's going to be wild and crazy. It's going to bring new insights, radical epiphanies. You're going to be like going, wow, I never thought about that. Wow, I never thought about that. And it's going to bring new developments into your life. And it has to do with the money you receive from the job. It's going to have to do with where you're living. It's going to have to do with who you're living with. It's going to have to do with what your partner wants from you, what other people want from you, other people's values. It has to do with your hopes and wishes. It has to do with long-range plans around your ideas, like a business idea that you've been mulling over for a long time. 2012 is the time to get it off the ground. And you will have the resources to do it. That last week in March is going to bring radical insights and developments into our life and into the world. The end of March, that last week in March and the first few days in April is going to bring the cosmic imperative to update our beliefs, upgrade our standards, upgrade our relationships, how we relate to each other, and how we relate to the planet. So be open to your dreams coming true. Be open to new opportunities. It's very exciting, Gemini. Well, that's it for March. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for voting the video up. Thank you for being a new client. I love working with you. I'm meeting incredible people all over the planet. If you'd like to work with me and have me take a look at your personal transits in 2012, where we laser in on what's going on with you personally, email me at Kelley@kelleyrosano.com. Until next time, Gemini.